Hello, David with URAL Motorcycles. Today we're going to be installing a front tube bumper on this Tourist CT single wheel drive model that didn't originally come with one. Now, if your bike wasn't equipped with one, why would you want to have one? Well, the protection that it offers primarily, if you bump into something in a parking lot or the sidecar does a nosedive for some reason and scratches up the front, it'd be better to scratch up the bumper for the cost of it versus replacing or repairing the paint damage done to the sidecar body. Additionally, you can also add some fog lights. It's a good perch for our fog light kit. It does match the rear tube bumper that we also offer in our shop. For this item and many, many more, just simply go to imz-ural.com. At the top of the page, click the shop tab, and it takes you right to our online stores.
I would also like to add that if you're ordering the bumper online, after it's added to your cart, if you click the link for the hardware pack in the description, it'll take you to the hardware kit, add that to the cart, and then when you go to check out, if you use promo code HARDWARE, it'll reduce the cost of the hardware kit, regardless of what it says on the screen. It will reduce it to free when you add it to your order. This applies to the bench seat and the bench seat hardware too. It can be added for free, but you must add it to your cart and add promo code HARDWARE.
So without further delay, let's install this bumper.
So start by rolling your bike into your work area. It should be clean and level, and set the parking brake. Remove the sidecar floor mat if there is one in there, so you can access the hardware at the front of the sidecar mounting points. You're going to be removing this hardware. Now, the hardware shown is a hex key style or button head Allen style hardware. Your bike may be a little bit different. Regardless of the difference in hardware, the mounting should be the same from at least 2002 all the way up to current model years. But just include the hardware kit when you order the bumper to be sure that you have the right hardware on hand when you go to do this installation. I use a couple of jacks and place them in the appropriate position so I can actually balance the new front bumper to help as a extra set of hands. I cover them with rags to prevent scratching of the powder coat, and then slide it in between the tub and the jack stands, and then just let the weight of the bumper pushes the back mounting holes up against the tub. And then you can use the hardware to start securing things. Now, most of the time you can do this with just yourself, but it sure does help if you have a helping hand. Now, I just get these finger tight when I start because I want the bumper to be able to move around a little bit, because in the next step you're going to be locating, marking, and drilling the front holes to secure the bumper to the sidecar tub. So I flex the bumper up, I mark it. I'm using a grease pencil here, but you can use a Sharpie or whatever you have on hand. Then I set my marks for where I'm going to be drilling. I lift the bumper up, and by using just one up in the front, you can actually lower the bumper down a little bit, and it gives you room to get a drill up in there. And I'm actually using a pilot drill here before I use my step bit drill to make the final size hole. And then I go in and deburr it with my step bit drill on the inside and the outside. And then I take a little touch-up paint and I coat the bare metal with the touch-up paint on the inside and the outside. Make sure I have covered all the bare metal to prevent rust as best as I can. Then I can lift it up and put that front hardware in place. Now this doesn't have a rubber washer underneath, it's just solidly affixed. Now you can remove the jack stand and clean up your area from all the debris and vacuum out the interior from little shards of metal. And then you can get to tightening up all the hardware. Once you've tightened up all 4 mounting points for the front bumper, you can replace your interior, floor mat, or anything else that you removed. And no comments on the seat or the Sidecar windscreen apron. These items are not available. They were just things we were playing with. This is a shop bike, so don't expect you can buy this stuff. It's just a stand-in bike for my videos. Now wipe all your greasy fingerprints off, and you're done. Voila! Successful front bumper installation. Good job, people. All right, talk to you next time. You all ride safe. Take care.